Hey guys, it's me. Thank you all so much for 200 subs. I never thought I'd reach this number this fast. Some of you have been asking for tutorials, so since I was planning on making a 200 subscriber special, I thought I'd finally satisfy y'all. So if you want to know how to do this, then keep on watching. This video will be separated in the following parts. If you're extremely super duper talented and you know how to do this part already, you can skip to this time to learn the next step in being extremely super duper talented. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna open Gacha Club. What I personally like to do first is go to studio mode and pick out my pose that I want my character to be between two. But you can also make your own custom poses and just start from a normal standing position. Make sure your whole character fits the screen, otherwise it's gonna be hard to get the right proportions, at least for me. Now that your character is all ready to be cut into pieces, you wanna go to hide. First, you're gonna separate your back hair if your character has that. Click on body map 1 to screenshot the back hair. Make sure you have a green screen on your background. I use a purplish green screen because I find it much cleaner than an actual green screen. Now go to your hair and delete your back hair. Go back to hide and hide everything except for your head. Go to studio mode and screenshot your head with a green screen background, or a purple screen background in my case. Head back to hide and do the same thing for all your body parts that you want to be tweened. Don't move your character while doing so. Don't. Literally, you're not going to be happy if you do so. Now you're done with the Gacha Club part. Open Alight Motion and make a new project by clicking plus. Now, you're gonna click another plus in the bottom right-hand corner to add your body parts. If you don't want to get confused and spend another 15 minutes on dragging your body parts into the right position, I figured out the correct order for characters with a skirt and with pants. I mean, how awesome am I? Like, seriously. Anyways, I'm done importing every body part now. Every time you import a body part, it's best to do this immediately so you don't get confused. You're gonna click your picture and go to Effects. Search an effect called Chroma Key and tap it. Click the key color and choose this option to select your green screen. You may have to adjust the threshold to make sure your green screen fully disappears. Now we're gonna change the position of the pivot point on every body part. If you don't know what the heck a pivot point is, it's basically the point from where your body parts will be moving. It's important that it's in the correct place, so follow what I do. Click your clip, go to Move and Transform, and tap on this symbol that turns it to this. Now you can drag your pivot point to the correct position. You're gonna do this for every body part. If there's a part on your character that's not included in mine, and you don't know where to place the pivot point, well, that sucks. No, I'm just kidding, but you do have to figure it out by yourself. Since I'm not gonna animate a freaking ultimate legendary hybrid princess for you that basically includes every accessory you can choose from in Gacha Club. But just keep in mind that your accessory is going to move or rotate from that point, and just play around with it. But for the parts that your AC has too, just copy the positions that I'm changing them to right now. Now this is the part what the video is actually about, animating. I start with the body because that's what decides the place of the rest of the body parts. Okay, we're gonna start with something confusing because I'm evil, obviously. This is something I like to add to my animations that makes it a bit more bouncy. I do the same thing for the head. This step isn't necessary, but you can add it if you like. You're gonna go to Move and Transform and choose the Scale option. Add 2 keyframes at the beginning and at the end. Now click the button right here. Go to your first keyframe and drag the upper row a bit to the right. Then drag the lower row a bit to the left. You're not going to do anything with the last keyframe, so you can just leave it as it is right now. This is going to make your body look shorter and wider, which might look a bit strange since it's disconnected from the head right now, but it's gonna look better once we add the graph and the animation for the other body parts. That's all the animation I do for the body. Tap the head, go to Scale, add 2 keyframes at the beginning and at the end. Now position yourself on the first keyframe and drag the lower row a bit to the left. We're also gonna add 2 keyframes in location right now. By the way, as long as you don't pick out a custom pose to animate it to, you're just gonna leave the last keyframe alone. Anyways, go to your first keyframe and move the head down so that it's attached to the body. Now, go to Rotation and add 2 keyframes and go to your first one. Rotate it a bit down like this. Now we're done animating the head and the body. It looks like this right now, but it's gonna look better once I add the graphs. I usually add those immediately, but because I decided to do this video in steps, it was easier to do this in this order. Now go to your lower arm and go to Location first. Add 2 keyframes, go to the first one and move it so that it's attached to your upper arm. Now go to Rotation and add 2 keyframes. Go to your first one and rotate it so your character doesn't look that boneless anymore. That's all for your arm. Again, it's going to look better once we add the graph, so just trust the process and wait for it. Animating the legs is going to be very similar to animating the arms. Just follow my steps. Go to your picture and position yourself in between the 2 keyframes. Click this option and now you can see the graph appearing. This is the graph I like to use. And that's really all. Click the 3 dots to click Copy Graph. Now you can paste this graph on everything. So go back, go to Rotation, in between the keyframes, go to Graphs, and click the 3 dots to paste the graph. Now go to your scale and do exactly the same. And now you're gonna have to do that for every single one of your body parts. Y'alls, you did it! A lot of work, eh? Imagine doing that for every single one of your videos, but then multiple times. Yeah, just imagine. As you may have noticed, I do not have a light motion premium, but I still managed to make the watermark disappear. It's actually not magic, it's pretty easy to do. So if you want to know how to do that, I'll post a bonus tutorial soon. Hopefully. Once again, thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you, and also all the sweet comments. They really brighten up my day. Thank you for watching. If you thought this was a bit helpful, or you appreciate me trying to explain how this works properly, then go ahead and leave a like or comment. Bye!